So my name is Chrystal Garcia, and I'm part of the fifth-year program at Temecula, and I graduated from Woodburn High School. So I won't make it long because everybody wants to get out of here. But okay, so
I'll stay as long as you want.
I'll tell you a little bit about my story. So throughout high school, my freshman year was great. My sophomore year was great. And I'm not trying to make you guys feel bad for me either. But at the end of my sophomore year, my grandmother passed away. 2 months later, one of my 7th-year-old cousins passed away. 3 months after that, my aunt. 2 months after that, another aunt. And I got to a point where I thought, what am I doing? Where am I going? And I had already signed up for my junior classes, which I decided to take the load of a full IB. So I was doing full IB, and I had all these things going on at home, and I said, what did I get myself into? How am I going to do this? But thankfully, my parents, they were like, you're going to do it, just keep going. So I did. But then through the IB program, that's when I realized, okay, this is a lot for me. I knew it was going to be more work, but I didn't know how much more work it was going to be. And yeah, the teachers help you, but they kind of don't. They're just like, you'll do fine, you'll do it, you got this. But they're not sitting there with you, and they're not telling you, okay, this is how it's going to look, this is what you're going to have to do. They're just kind of that. It's good for teachers to motivate you, but they have to not just say, you can do it, you can do it. I would appreciate it if they would sit down with you and actually tell you how things are going to do. And that's something that the fifth-year program provides for us. So I got through the whole IB program, and then by the end, I had a 2.2. So my freshman and sophomore year, I had a 3.7. From that to a 2.2, I was like, oh my, like, what am I supposed to do now? I can't go to college. And then the senior year, so they said the fifth-year program, it's going to help you. It's an early college program. It's going to help you. It'll take you step by step. It'll be the bridge to your college life, and it would also boost up your GPA. I said, oh, I'm going for that. So thanks to that, so now I'm taking 20 credits. I never thought I would be able to even do that. And now I'm doing like a full load. And thanks to that, like, it's an experience that, yeah, it is at a college level, but I do have that extra support that's there. And Luis checks up on us, and he's like, okay, we're going to sit down. Tell me how you're doing, how our class is going. And I think that's what kids need. And it's not that students have a lack of not learning or have a lack of intelligence. It's that they need that extra help, and not just the motivation, but for somebody to actually sit down with them and tell them, this is what it actually looks like. Not just throw you there and be like, okay, this is how it is. You're in college now. Do what you have to do. Like, no, I feel like it takes more than just to push them and just throw them under the bus. We can say, this is what you have to do now. You're an adult. Live your life. I think there's more to it than that. So, like I said, now I have a 3.7, and that's something that I thought I wasn't going to get to. And it was a great opportunity, because if it wasn't for the fifth-year program, I can tell you, I don't know where I would be right now. I would probably be working and then trying to figure out what's next. But never would I have thought that I was going to be able to get this far. And the Oregon Promise, yes, it's a great thing, but it does require that 2.5, and that's something that I think it is possible for kids to have. It's very possible. But I do think that for those kids that do have other, like you guys heard, other problems going on outside of school, sometimes it does give you that extra challenge, and things happen. Life just keeps going, and sometimes, yeah, school's a big thing. You're just going to have to try to get back up and then keep going with school. But it's just not the same when you have other things getting in your way. So thanks to this, I do want to go on to med school, and I do want to be an oncologist. And I, like I said before, I was like, okay, I'm not going to go to college. I'm not going to get to where I want to get. But now, like, this has opened a huge opportunity for me, and I am really, really anxious to see what my future holds thanks to this program. And one last thing. So, and like they said before, it's not a thing of like persuading you guys, because you guys do know that education is like fundamental to this. It is like of where to get the money and the funds thing. My question was, where would we find those funds, and like how would it work? Because yes, I do think that like the money shouldn't be taken out from the K through 12, but my question would be like, where else would it be, and do we really have to stop it till we find that money, or is there a way for us to keep going with this while we find that money? Thank you guys.
Thank you.